Namaskar, I am Professor Firoz of Subhas Bose Institute of Hotel Management.
Namaskar, myself Shashwata Das. I am currently doing my bachelors in hospital management and I am now in my final year. I will be completing my graduation in 2023. Thank you.
Okay, so I will be starting an exclusive interview. I will take an exclusive interview of Shashwata, who have just completed his industrial exposure training, where Shashwata will be giving us the key insights or the key learnings, how it is going to help the students who are pursuing hospital management, why this industrial exposure training is given, what is the significance. So I'll be asking very simple questions to Shashwata, where he will share his experience and the key learnings, and I strongly believe which will help the students who are currently pursuing in the first year or the second year students. It will really help them, will contribute significantly. So let's start the interview. So Shashwata, tell us that when you started your industrial exposure training.
I joined in the Narayana Hospital's Barashat in 16th of May 2022. And it was the training of 90 days and I signed off from there in 22nd August 2022. I am in my second year, fourth semester. During that time, fourth year semester examination took place and then I promoted to fifth year.
Okay, that's nice. So during, while you were in second year, you have did your industrial exposure training, right?
Yes.
So which hospital you did? As you have mentioned, Narayana Hospital, right?
Narayana Hospital's Barashat.
Okay, so kindly share your experience. How was your industrial exposure training experience? Please share with us.
So basically it's talking about Narayana Hospital's Barashat. It is a 200-bedded hospital situated at...
First of all, Shashwata, I would like to know from you that which all departments was there in Narayana Hospital? Please tell us.
As we know, there are many types of departments in hospital, like Department of Anesthesiology, Department of Cardiology, Neurology, then Department of Chest Medicine, PMR, that is called as Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation. Then there is Department of, we all know that there in every hospital there is Department of OPD, IPD and Emergency. These all departments are there, and as well as there are departments of plastic surgery as well. I mean, in that location, that hospital is giving service of plastic surgery, every type of laparoscopic, like gallbladder stone, these kinds of surgeries. These kinds of surgeries are performed as well.
Very good, Shashwata. You're sounding very informative.
Thank you, sir.
Now, please share us that which all departments you did your training.
I was mainly posted in the non-medical departments, but in my posting, in my tenure, I mainly worked in the medical records department. Many of the students have read about the medical records department.
Yeah, please further elaborate that. What is the role of medical record department?
Actually, medical records department is the like processor of a hospital, like in a computer system. The operating system runs as well, and there is the work of application software where you do our works. Here with the MRD, medical records department, is like a system software, operating system, and the other department works as the application software. If the medical record department crashes, the whole hospital will be down, because MRT deals with all kinds of legal, records keeping and all kinds of documentary works that a hospital must perform on a day-to-day basis so that it runs fluently.
Okay, so Shashwata, did you the entire training you did in MRD, Medical Records Department?
It was my core department.
Okay.
And with that, I have such allied departments as well, like TPA, third party administration, West Bengal Health Scheme. These are the department, that means medical department, insurance department, and I did some training in quality department as well. But mainly I was focused in the medical records department.
Okay, I see. So what was the key learning from medical records department? What was your key learnings? Please share so that it will help the students to understand. Yeah.
Sure.
Or what was your key responsibilities? What was the responsibilities or duties you were assigned?
I was basically posted as a senior executive training there. Okay. In the assistant manager of MRT and in the senior executive. So basically our work was kind of repetitive. We don't have such much vast works, but we doing such repetitive works, but those works were very much important if the hospital wants to run efficiently.
Correct. Now, Shashwata, please further do a breakdown that what was your exact duties and responsibilities, like daily duties and responsibilities.
I was actually assigned as the staff, actually the staff, where the staff does all the works. I was actually doing all those works in the behalf of the staff as well. Like I learned all the things the staff knows.
Supposed to know or should
yes.
know. Okay.
I learned actually all of them.
Wow.
This, if I break down into these, if I further bifurcate this, it will be like 3 types of works. Actually,
okay.
One is primary works, number 2 is secondary works, and number 3 is maintenance works.
Okay.
In the primary works, basically we did medical records receiving. That means every day-to-day basis, patients are going discharged, patients are dying. So their medical records are generating, and after their discharge or being handed, the dead body is handed over to the patient, then the medical records we actually do receiving of those medical records in the MRT under 48 hours. Okay. We actually inform the wards to kindly dispatch those records. If they are not dispatching, sorry for the tongue twister. If they are not dispatching, then we should drop a mail. We should have dropped a mail, and if they are still not giving any type of response, then we have to inform it to the medical superintendent of the hospital. Then, after receiving the files, we did checking of the files, like if there is any kind of incompleteness or not. What is the case history of the patient, if every form is filled up or not, every form is accurately signed by the doctor or not, discrepancies in the doctor's progress note when doctor writes it on a day-to-day basis. After all these kinds of work, we found some incomplete files which were not properly maintained in the ward. So we maintained a database of it and send it back to the
Shashwata, by your profound knowledge, I can easily make out that you made your training period very much significant.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Now please share us that. What was your duty hours? How long was your duty hours?
Sir, in pen and paper, the duty hour was only for 8 hours. That is from 9 in morning and 6 in evening. Sorry, 5 in evening. But it is hospital. You can't expect that you will come in 9 and go home at 5. It is not possible.
So regularly you used to sign out late, right?
Yes, I used to sign out at 8 p.m. at night, and I used to get home at 9:30. And again at morning I used to leave my home at 7.
So how long was your duty hours? Let's say 11, 12 hours? How long was it?
It's like 10 hours.
10 hours. Duty hours was 10. Yes. What was your stipend? Which will really boost the viewers or the students who are watching the video.
In this case, the viewers will get disappointed because I used to not get any stipend. Actually, I got my stipend as experience and knowledge.
Wow, that sounds very motivating.
No, not any type of money, not any wealth. Money can take my knowledge from me.
Correct.
By giving me money. If someone gives me money, I will give them knowledge, but that knowledge still will stay with me. Not just I can sell it off.
Absolutely. So you mean to say that
my knowledge and experience were my most valuable stipend.
Correct. And which is there can be no substitute of that, right?
There's no substitute of knowledge.
Correct. So was your the employees or the staffs helpful?
Very generous. They were very generous and very trainee friendly. They used to teach every trainee like we were their child.
So as we were discussing that staffs were very helpful, right?
Yes, sir. Very helpful.
Any special mention goes to? You like to
Yes,
mention
sir. I
any
would
special
like
names?
to mention my sir. Like I used to call him sir, but he was like my father who taught me all this knowledge.
Wow.
Actually, there are two of them. One of them is assistant manager Mr. Anindo Agarwal, from whom I just grasped all of the knowledge like a sponge. Like if I spin a sponge, the water will come out of it.
Correct.
I just sponge up all the knowledge from my teacher.
Wow,
And
that
there was
sounds amazing. Wow.
And there was another teacher, another sir, staff, Mr. Ranjit Kumar Roy. He was his knowledge was quite bit of practical knowledge. Like he used to deal with the patient parties so well.
Okay.
He was the senior executive, but he used to deal with the patient parties so well. And Mr. Ananda Agarwal, the assistant manager, used to deal with all technicalities of the department.
Did they used to celebrate your birthdays?
Sir, they didn't celebrate my birthday because it was Independence Day. My birthday falls on the Independence Day.
Okay.
My birthday is on 15th August 2002.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
So that day was the holiday, so they didn't celebrate. But they did actually give me They did give me a expensive Parker pen when I was about to sign off for the final time.
That sounds amazing.
They literally bid me a great farewell. I will remember for my lifetime.
Wow, so you had a great learning experience,
Yes,
as
sir.
well as you have had some personal experiences as well.
By joining Narayana hospitals, I learned actually a very, what should I say, very significant skill.
Okay.
That significant skill is medical coding. No trainees, I think no trainees will know about the medical coding.
Okay.
Only in medical records department the medical coding is done. And sir used to not teach this to all the trainees, but he taught me by seeing my dedication.
Correct.
Like I was actually very dedicated, and I am not showing off, but the department actually was very much dependent on me. Very much dependent on me. Like if I give off on any day, the department actually, it was a bit shaky. Like after my joining, like they literally just made me so feel special.
I can very much make out that you were a dedicated individual, and the viewers, those who are watching the video, they can also make out.
Thank you so much.
That you were like irreplaceable. I repeat, like no one can replace you. So you are, you will be in future.
Thank you so much.
Alright, hope you all the best and for your future endeavors, and do well in life, excel, learn, contribute. And so we have came at the end of the interview. So what was your best experience you'd like to share?
My best experience. Like my best experience, actually,
Any memorable day was there? Like
yes,
something very significant happened?
Yes, there actually every day is a memorable day.
For you.
I learned everything new. Like I learned new things from every day.
Okay.
I used to learn new things on each day. So
every day was special for you.
every day was special. So if you are asking a memorable day, so that day was actually very hectic, and I dealt with lot of patient parties at the time. They were literally chaotic.
Okay.
Like they were not getting the reports, they were not getting the services. So we literally guided them. We literally went the first of getting the service, calmed them down.
Correct.
And did our best to calm them and give them the service, and heard all the complaints. In the hospital industry, we have to learn, understand and listen to the patient parties' complaints, because unlike the hotel industry, in the hospital, every patient is sad at a depressed state because they are ill and they are not feeling good. And same emotional state applies to the patient parties, like patient relatives as well, because someone's patient is getting operated, someone's patient is having dengue, malaria, any kind of contagious diseases. So we have to deal with them very sympathetically.
Okay, so after taking your interview and after conversing with you, what I got to know that Shashwat,
Yes, sir.
you were not just a mere trainee. I can say that you were a shadow manager, right? You always try to do shadowing the manager or whatever their duties and responsibilities they are performing. You try to copy them and try to take extra additional responsibilities, right?
Yes.
You did that, right? Which were apart from your daily routine task. You did something beyond that,
Because
and that's called
environment-
going extra mile.
Because the hectic environment pressures an individual to be like that only.
You are compelled to do, right?
I was compelled.
All right.
There are
So-
staff result lack of manpower, lack of resources.
So I'll come with the final question that Shashwata, please tell us, which will help the students who are watching the video, that why do you think that this industrial exposure training will help the hospital students, or how it helps? You are taught all the theories, right? Why the industrial exposure training is included in the academics? Please
because
tell
it
us.
plays a very significant part.
Okay.
In a professional course, in every professional course, there will be industrial training included, because theories are different. Whenever an individual visits the industry, his experience will be different, and that experience will be counted. In kind of interview, no one will ask like, what have you memorized, what have you learned through the theories, what have you learned in the practical exposure. These kinds of tests will be asked in the interview, and these will be helpful for getting a good job, good posting, good salary, and will help an individual grow as a person as well. So industrial training is very much important. In industrial training, an individual faces the ground realities, which
Absolutely,
are not
absolutely.
taught which can't be taught actually in
Can't be
the theories, in the books. As
So
well.
there lies the significance. So
Yes.
thank you so much, Shashwata, for giving your precious
It is
time
my
and
pleasure.
us-
It is my pleasure, sir.
for answering all the questions. So elaborately shared your experiences, knowledge, and everything. Wish you all the best for your future campus interview. Do well.
Thank you, sir.
I'm pretty sure you're going to crack the campus interview. You get a good job. Wish you all the best. You get a good job you could be placed in a good hospital and start your career. Wish you all the best for your future endeavor. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.